Well, hey guys, here we are, LongHaul Larry Big Blue. We are actually running to Nestle up here in Medford, Wisconsin. I am picking up a load up here. I got empty at Shawano. I was shooting a video there. I was actually installing my dump valve, and something happened with that. That didn't work out. I wasn't able to finish the install, but I worked on my load scale too, my right way load scale for Big Blue here. I worked on that, so I was shooting that video. And then I'm making this video, so they might cross each other. Who knows? Don't get confused. Ooh, there's a tank. I should go drive that tank. That'd be cool. But we're heading up here to Medford. We're gonna pick up our Nestle load, and this one's gonna be heading off to Laurel, Maryland. But I got something important to talk to you guys about. And it has to do with JBG Travels. He is actually going to get a new truck. It has been confirmed. There is a new truck. And I guess it's actually been delivered to the dealer or whatever, and they're doing their thing with it, putting everything all together, I guess, or whatever. And I guess sometime next week it's going to be available, maybe. So I guess he has been pulling everybody's legs for the last year and a half. So the thing is that John is going to get this real pretty brand new truck. And we all know John's past. That's why he is the pole dancer. And so basically he's going to get this brand new Volvo truck, all fancy and everything else. And I would just really hate to think what would happen if he was to happen to tap another pole with his brand new truck. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to start a GoFundMe page. Now I know, take your fingers off the keys before your fingers start on fire and everything else. Just hear me out. I'm going to start a GoFundMe page for John to buy a deer bumper, moose bumper, whatever you call those things, to put on the front end of his new truck, just in case he decides to tap another pole. I think it's a much needed thing. Now I've looked at the prices out there and stuff like this, and I could get one all pre-made up, about $800-900, and I could install it. But I really don't have the time for that. And then me and John have to match up at the same times being home and everything else. Then there's also, I was actually just thinking about getting some metal and making one. But once again, I don't have the time for that. So I've actually spoken with the dealer where the truck is, and they have a deer bumper that they have and can be installed $1,100. So I'm going to start a GoFundMe page and see if we can raise $1,100 to put a deer bumper on the front of John's new truck to help protect it. Now, if you have a problem with this, and I would never donate to John over, he makes too much money, this is something I'm doing. If you don't want to donate, it's okay. Don't do it. But down below in my description of this video, you'll find a little down arrow right at the right corner, bottom right corner of the video. Click on that down arrow to give you the description. I'll put a link in there to a GoFundMe page to help protect JBG Travels' new truck, aka pole dancer. So I believe that he's going to pick this thing up this coming week. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through like Sunday and see if we can get $1,100 together. So if you can come out, you know, if you want to donate $5, $10, whatever you can do. And if you care about JBG Travels and his new truck, well, then click on the link, go over there, throw a few bucks in the pot, and we'll dress up his new truck. I think his new truck's name ought to be Pole Dancer. I think this would be funny. Because we all know what happened to Baby Blue. It was a sad moment. John was depressed. He smacked that pole a good one. And one of my subscribers sent me a link for a bumper idea for John. And it was pretty funny, but not too practical. And I was actually figuring out it probably costs like $500 for all them chickens, them rubber chickens. All right, guys, here we are. So if you like the idea, click on that link, go on the GoFundMe page, and make a donation, and we'll make it happen. I'll catch you guys later. All right, guys, we are loaded up. I'm not recording at Nestle right now. I'm actually down at Abbeyland Truck Stop, just west of Abbotsford, Wisconsin. When he came out and gave me my paperwork, I turned my truck on. A little red dot came out of my dash. I'm like, what's that? And I looked at it. I was empty on fuel. Didn't even realize it. So I ran down here. The boss likes us to fuel at the Pilot Fly at Jay's, but there's none up here. So I just came down here and I just put in 75 gallons of fuel just to get me down to where there's plenty of pilots and everything else. But we are loaded up. We have ourselves 33,953 pounds. And what is it? It is DiGiorno pizzas. 6-inch, 6.5-inch, and 12-inch. Oh, the 12-inch are Tombstone. Little known fact, the place at Medford there, that is the home of Tombstone pizzas. That is the home of them. I was sitting at home talking with my dad a couple weeks ago, and my sister-in-law was there, and she asked what I haul a lot, and I told her pizzas, and she was like, what kind of pizzas? I said, well, Jack's, DiGiorno's, Tombstone. And she goes, you go to all those places? And I was like, it's all Nestle. All those companies are Nestle. And the place on the Little Chute, that's Jack's Pizza, but we still get DiGiorno pizzas there. And come up here, this is the home of Tombstone, but I still have DiGiorno pizzas. And then my dad was like, no, I thought the home of DiGiorno or Tombstone Pizza was up by Wausau someplace. I said, yep, that's Medford. That's a Nestle place. Each plant makes their own, and they all combine it all together. So, but somebody asked in a past video on one of these pizza loads, they said, how many pallets do you haul when you do these pizza loads? There is 30 pallets on here, and I have a weight of 33,953 pounds. So we are off like a herd of turtles. Got a little grazing of snow here. Nothing major. We'll be fine. And I hope that you guys join me in putting together some funds, and we'll purchase that bumper up so when John picks up his truck, it's all nice and protected. Like I said before, right below this video, on the right side of the video, right at the bottom, there's a little down arrow. You click on that down arrow and that will give you the description of the video. And there'll be my email address, my actual mailing address, and then I've also attached a link for the GoFundMe page. So if you care at all about John and his new truck, this is the guilt trip part, then run on over there and drop a little donation in there. I appreciate it. I know John would sure appreciate it. We're going to put this together and see if we can get a bumper put on there. Want to make sure to protect that truck. John has told me the name of the truck. I think it's Grace or something like that. But, you know, I don't believe in that. I really don't believe he should be naming a truck when he hasn't even seen the truck. He hasn't touched the truck. How can you name something if you haven't put your hands on it? I mean, like when I got in this truck, I got in it. I said, okay, I'll name the truck. And took a few days and I drove it and everything else. And I thought, oh boy, this thing, you sit up high and everything else. I feel big. And the truck's blue. So then we came up with Big Blue. But he just goes, I'm going to call it Grace. How do you know? You just don't know. But I'll put a picture of his new truck up on there and you guys can see it. And you guys can see it's a pretty truck. It's pretty. You want to protect that front end just in case one of those poles comes running across the parking lot in front of them. You never know when they're going to jump out. So we are taking off, heading to Laurel, Maryland. And we have 1,045 miles to go. Whoops. There we go. We're off like herd of turtles, jumping on 29 while we're running this over to 39. Running that all the way down south, down to Illinois, and 90, and down in Chicago, and around there, 65, and 70. And I don't think we'll get much more than 70 tonight. We'll catch you guys later. I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, a great night as they're watching this here video. And if you are not, we certainly could change that all around and just try it all over again tomorrow. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.